Welcome to BattleBots at Home, and the stakes have never been higher because this time we're heading into the third and final round of the Fight Night format before we get into the top 32. Every single bot on tonight's fight card has only one last chance to impress the selection committee before the tournament begins. Bots such as Gridlock and Magnitude will be hoping to finish the season with a perfect record and get a high seed in the tournament. Winless bots such as Chompy and Speedrun have one last chance to get a win before they're eliminated. And of course, in our main event, it's going to be hammer time all the time, as Beta takes on BlackSmith to determine which hammer bot will go 3-0. But for our first fight of the night, we have a pair of 1-1 bots on the bubble. It's the Legends face off against Bad Idea. Both have one win and one loss. This fight could turn the tide. Let's head down to the box. Three, two, one. Let the bot battle begin. Bad Idea spinning up automatically. Both these bots are 1-1. A second loss could get them out of the tournament, but a second win could get them into the tournament. Oh, Bifrost takes a shot from that massive blade. Witch Doctor upside down. Bad Idea just spinning Witch Doctor around, just throwing these bots around like little balls. Oh, and just throws Tombstone into Witch Doctor. This is like ping pong over here. Bad Idea, they're really top heavy. They got to self-right. You got to make sure their weapon doesn't break like it did in their last match. Oh, huge hits on the Bite Force. Bronco tries something next. And it's all happening in that one corner. Bad Idea is just so big, they can't turn that well, but they hit so hard. And right now, it's time for Bronco to feel the wrath of Bad Idea. These four bots need to work together. Keep in mind, because of how the weight works, Bad Idea, oh! Bad Idea just froze Bite Force so high in the air. That was incredible. I'm surprised it still works. As I was saying, because of how weight works, Bad Idea will have to eliminate 3 of the bots in order to win the fight. And so far doing a good job about it. No, Bite Force thrown again, thrown across the arena, and that might be it for Bite Force. They might be down for the count. That's one bot down, 2 more to go for them to win this match. Bad Idea is self-riding. Oh, hits Witch Doctor. Oh, tosses Witch Doctor around, just throwing these bots, which makes sense. They're so light. I think that blade weighs about the same as one of those entire bots. And right now, these bots really got to work together. Otherwise, I don't know if they're going to win this fight. The Legends in a lot of pain right now. Oh, Witch Doctor goes flying. Tombstone and Bronco are still moving. I don't know about Witch Doctor. The Bad Idea is just so dangerous, so destructive. These bots really need to work together here. The Legends just try to come in. Tombstone gets a hit from behind. Witch Doctor appears to be okay. So that's 3 bots. They need to eliminate 2 more to win the fight. Bad Idea just, oh, good hit onto Tombstone. And it's all happening in that one corner. Bronco takes it back over there. Bad Idea trying to self-right. They do have that self-right mechanism that really does help. And oh, good hit on the Tombstone. Bad Idea just throwing all 3 of these bots around. And oh, Bronco's out of the arena. Bronco just got thrown out of the arena by that big blade of Bad Idea. And Witch Doctor's on its face. And with Tombstone left, this fight could be over real soon. We should be getting a count out real soon. And I think we're starting to get it. And just like that, Bad Idea is going to rebound from their loss against Magnitude and go 2-1. Oh, another huge hit.
10,
Bad Idea
9,
just... Wait, is Tombstone okay? Well, it doesn't matter if they
7,
are. Bad Idea...
6,
Oh, wait, what is Bad Idea doing? Wait, why did they... They're hitting the wall. They just
3,
broke a piece of the wall.
2,
I don't know why they did
1.
that. They win the fight, but Bad Idea just unnecessarily destroyed the wall. Why did they do that? Alright. I don't know what just happened. The Legends absolutely destroyed by the blade of Bad Idea. Makes sense. That blade was just so dangerous. They need to work together perfectly, but they just couldn't accomplish it. Bite Force thrown around, that killed him easily. Witch Doctor definitely got the second worst of it. Bronco just spun around every which way. These 2 bots did everything they could, but Bad Idea was just too destructive, got Bronco out of the arena there. And then Bad Idea decided to take its frustrations out on our arena. You're going to have to pay for that, but regardless, Bad Idea will end its season at a good old 2-1 record. Our next matchup features 2 bots on the opposite sides of the spectrum. It's the 0-2 Heartbreak going up against the 2-0 Gridlock. Heartbreak is a pretty cool hammer bot, but unfortunately they had some pretty bad luck this season. Got flipped out of the arena in their first fight against Hydration and lost a very close split decision to Minotaur. This is their last chance to get a win, or else they'll go 0-3 and be automatically eliminated from the competition. This is their last chance and they can't mess it up. But they'll need all the luck they can get against Gridlock, who's 2-0 after 2 incredible wins. And if they win this fight, they will be the first spot to go 3-0 and get an automatic spot in the top 32 as well as a high seed when they get there. Let's see, can Heartbreak pull off the upset, or will Gridlock get another victim? Let's find out. Three, two, one. Let the bot battle begin. Both these bots have had very different runs, but that could all change in this one fight, or maybe not, as Gridlock almost gets Heartbreak out of the arena, then and there got very lucky. Gridlock really showing why they are 2-0. Heartbreak really needs this win more than anything. This is their last chance. They're not doing good so far. Gridlock getting underneath Heartbreak. Heartbreak firing the hammer a little bit. Gridlock, oh, getting some good lifts, and oh, that's some great power by Gridlock. Oh, Heartbreak on the side of the wall, nearly out of the arena once again. Heartbreak barely survives. Heartbreak just getting pushed all around to keep losing the ground game to Gridlock. Gridlock just one of the best control bots we've ever seen. Gridlock just so powerful, so strong, flipping over Heartbreak yet again. They can self-right, they do have the hammer, but they gotta start doing some damage right now if they want to win this fight. Oh, a good slam by Heartbreak. Gridlock coming back around anyways, getting another good lift on the Heartbreak. Heartbreak on the side of the wall yet again, and this time they do get out of the arena, and just like that, Gridlock will be the first spot to go 3-0. You gotta feel bad for Heartbreak. They tried so hard this season, but this is where their run ends. At 0-3, they're pretty much out of the competition, but they did try their best. Gridlock was just so masterful. They won all 3 of their fights in such a spectacular way, especially this one. Just controlled Heartbreak all around the box, that amazing lifter, that low profile. Eventually they got him on the side of the wall, got him flipped out, and that was it. People will be looking out for Gridlock when the tournament begins. And just like that, Gridlock becomes our first bot to go 3-0. They'll be joined by one of the Hammer bots in tonight's main event. Let's take a look at one of them. It's the British basher, Beta. Our next matchup features the 1-1 Spinner going up against the 2-0 Whiplash. Enough chatter, let's get into the fight right now. Three, two, one. Let the bot battle begin. Whiplash, a very dangerous bot, and they want to prove it by going 3-0. Right now taking the hits from Spinner. Spinner 1-1. Oh, tossing to the sky. Spinner hits really hard, but if they recoil too far, they might break themselves on the tough body of Whiplash. Whiplash cornering Spinner. Spinner needs to spin up and do some damage right now. Oh, and they do so. They rip off one of the... Oh, they rip off the other one. They rip off both of the front panels of Whiplash. That's serious damage, courtesy of Spinner. Spinner very dangerous, with Whiplash using the backhand maneuver, just hitting them over top of that disc. That could do some serious damage. Spinner spinning up, trying to do what they can once again. Whiplash lifting them, oh, flipping them over, and just like that, I think the fight's already over. Spinner cannot self-right. Spinner does not have a self-right mechanism. And we're going to be starting a countdown any second now. Whiplash showing why they are a dangerous bot. They will improve to 3-0. Oh, to add insult to injury, there goes the entire half of Spinner. They're out of the competition. Whiplash remains undefeated. Looking here, Whiplash is just such a tough machine. They took so many giant hits from Spinner, and they delivered some hits of their own, tossed them into the sky, flipping them over eventually. They did take some damage, but it wasn't enough to kill Whiplash. Whiplash, that weapon just so dangerous. It can hit you with the Spinner, and lift you up with the lifter. And that's exactly what they did. They flipped him over. And after that, the fight was basically over. Whiplash just showing why they are a threat in the top 32. Let's see what happens when we see them again soon. For our next matchup, we had the return of the Hammerbot Chompy. Unfortunately, they're currently 0-2 after 2 pretty bad losses, and this is their last chance to get a win. They'll be fighting EXO, who is 1-1, but their one win wasn't that impressive, and their one loss was pretty bad. Both these bots really need a win, and let's see who will get that win. Let's head down to the box. Three, two, one. Let the bot battle begin. EXO trying to get a lift in. Chompy firing that massive hammer. It's probably the heaviest hammer bot in the game. That hammer is so top heavy. It can do a lot of damage. They can get some good shots in. But they're very unbalanced. Getting a good hit onto EXO so far. EXO using that lifter. Okay, Chompy just misses and falls on its face. Oh, but this is bad. EXO has just shattered into pieces for basically no reason. I don't really know what happened. I guess those shots from Chompy really added up, and I think Chompy's about to win this fight into their first win of the season. The countdown has begun, and Chompy is finally going to get a win on the board. They will improve to 1-2. And just like that, both bots now have 1 win and 2 losses. I'm not really sure if either of them are getting to the tournament, but regardless, at least Chompy was finally able to get a win. That hammer just so powerful. Yeah, EXO had more control, but it just weren't durable enough to survive the hits whenever Chompy did get a hit in. That hammer just so massive. Eventually, EXO just fell like a stack of dominoes, and Chompy won the fight basically by default. That was interesting. We're getting closer and closer to our spectacular Hammer Time main event. We already seen one of the Hammerbots be in it. Let's take a look at the other one. It's BlackSmith. Our next matchup features possibly the greatest vertical spinner in the competition. It's Magnitude. They're currently 2-0 after 2 incredibly destructive wins, and standing in their way for a perfect 3-0 record is Pump Up, a very good lifter bot who, got destroyed against BlackSmith. Before that, they got a dominant upset over Minotaur. Let's see which bot will come out on top. Let's head down to the box. Three, two, one. Let the bot battle begin. Pump Up needs to be wary of that vertical spinner. Magnitude very powerful, but Pump Up showing their power as they get a grapple on the Magnitude with that lifter. Very versatile. Magnitude trying to spin up, trying to get some hits in. They gotta be careful of that. Not really doing a lot of power like we're used to. Pump Up pushing them into the other pulverizer. Pump Up just being an excellent control bot, not giving Magnitude a chance to spin up, because they know if they do, it could be a world of hurt in for the lifter. Magnitude, oh, they tipped themselves over. I don't know how that happened. And now things are just going from bad to worse as Pump Up keeps showing why they are a very deadly control bot. Magnitude needs to hit them right now before they get hit hard themselves. And that just happened. And Magnitude seems to be stuck on the wall. I don't see they can get down from there. And they're going to get a count out. It looks like Pump Up will be the first bot this season to defeat Magnitude. They will improve the 2-1. Just an excellent fight from Pump Up, not what I expected at all. Magnitude just never got the chance to use that deadly vertical spinner. They could have easily torn Pump Up to pieces if they did, but they never got the chance. Pump Up just perfect, in control 100% of the time. They tanked the few hits Magnitude did get in. Magnitude just not able to get through it against that lifter. Pump Up just pushed him all over the place. Eventually, Pump Up was able to get him stuck on the wall. There's nothing to do. And just like that, both bots end the season with a record of 2-1. Our next matchup is a fight for survival, as is a battle between two 0-2 bots, both desperate for a win. Speedrun got destroyed in both their matches. Meanwhile, Fall Damage just got annihilated by 87 and Tombstone respectively. Both these bots haven't been doing very well, and this is their last chance to get a win on the board before their run is over. Let's see who will finally get a win. Let's head down to the box. Three, two, one. Let the bot battle begin. Speedrun immediately box rushing right into Fall Damage. They get a good grab. That's pretty good. Slams them into the wall. Fall Damage retaliates for a flip. And on another flip. And oh, they're at the arena. The fight is over just like that. That was the biggest flip we've ever seen. Fall Damage now improves to 1 and 2. Okay, so Speedrun did something. That doesn't really matter though. Fall Damage, just an absolute beast. Only needed 2 flips to end the fight. And one of them may be the biggest flip we've ever seen. This right here just launched him into the stratosphere. It was so high, it went out of the frame of the camera. We couldn't even catch it fully. And not only is Speedrun out of the arena, but they're out of the competition at 0-3, while Fall Damage still has a chance to show what they can do. And just like that, we reached our final and possibly most exciting match of tonight. It's our main event between two Hammerbots. It's BlackSmith facing down Beta to see who will go 3-0 and determine the best Hammerbot in the competition. BlackSmith is over here representing the US side of Hammerbots, and so far they've been pretty dominant. They're just a surefire brick. They're very aggressive. That hammer comes down so fast with so much force. And against Beta, they're going to do exactly what they've always done and just fire that hammer into their face as much as possible, reckless abandon. Their challenger in this hammer-on-hammer duel is none other than Beta, coming all the way from Britain. They're here to prove that they are the best Hammerbot in the world, and they just might be able to do it. They've already destroyed 2 of their opponents with extreme prejudice, just with such a powerful hammer and amazing drive system, and on top of that, incredibly tough armor. This is definitely a bot to watch. Between the 2 of these heavy hitters, I can't decide who's the superior Hammerbot. Both these bots are just so powerful and so deadly and so durable in their own ways. When these 2 fight, there's no telling who's gonna win, unless we check right now. Let's head down to the box for our final fight in our main event. Three, two, one. Let the bot battle begin. Remember, only one of these 2 Hammerbots can maintain their undefeated streak. Beta takes the first strike right onto BlackSmith's dome. BlackSmith getting pushed to the corner. They want to get out of that corner as soon as possible. They don't want to take any more shots from Beta. That could be disastrous. Beta did lose their front wedge, so that is damage points on BlackSmith's end, but they need to capitalize on it right now. BlackSmith is trying to get around to the sides of Beta, avoid hitting them head on, or otherwise that happens. Beta just bring down that mighty hammer. BlackSmith takes a swing and a miss. Oh, gets underneath here there. Oh, BlackSmith in the corner. And oh, they're attacking our camera. Be careful. That stuff's expensive. Beta getting some attacks in on behind the BlackSmith. And right here, I would say Beta's ahead on point. And they're doing it again, getting behind BlackSmith. They're just better driven, as it would seem. BlackSmith hasn't gotten that many strikes in as their own. They're pretty losing badly here in terms of striking amounts. Black's just firing at nothing, and they just aren't driving that well. This could be Beta's fight to win. Beta brings down a hammer once again, kind of grappling them into the other side of the wall. Is BlackSmith good? Are they moving? BlackSmith's not moving. Can we get a count out? Oh, okay, BlackSmith moves, but he moves a piece of their armor in the process. And right now, I would say Beta's ahead, bringing down that hammer, and both these hammers swinging. BlackSmith just trying to finally get some shots in on the Beta, but he just have terrible aim. Beta comes in. Oh no! It would seem that the hammer of Beta is stuck in the screws, and they can't get away from that. BlackSmith's gonna win this fight. Beta just struggling. You can see the drive system, but no, we're getting a count out, and BlackSmith clinches victory from the jaws of defeat. They win this match. Oh, and that's such a shame. Beta finally gets free, but it's too late. The countdown already finished. And just like that, Beta gets its first loss. A 2-1 record isn't that bad. But BlackSmith is going to go 3-0. This was not the perfect fight. They were on the ropes, but in the end, they were the last HammerBot left standing. They were advanced to 3-0, go undefeated, and get a good top seed in the top 32. Beta, on the other hand, they put up a good fight, but luck was just not on their side today. And with that roller coaster of main event done, we've reached the end of the night. Just to recap, Bad Idea destroyed the Legends and our arena. Gridlock locked in yet another win against the HammerBot of Heartbreak. Spinna got upended by Whiplash. Chompy took a bite of Exo. Magnitude was no match for the lifter of Pump Up. Speedrun got launched into space courtesy of fall damage. And in our main event, BlackSmith won the Battle of the Hammers to go 3-0. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's episode. We'll see you next time.